Let's see
Yeah,
who? What's his name?
John Wayne, but he won't let me call him that. He made me call him Duke all the time.
Duke.
Yeah. And he signed a picture I shot of him that he liked so much. Actually, I ended up having to. I handed it to him, and he said, "Hell, you don't know me as John Wayne. I'm Duke." And he signed it Duke.
Nice.
On the leg.
All right.
Yeah. How did it work?
What movie was that?
Oh, this was the Horse Soldier when they made it down in Natchitoches.
Really?
Yeah.
How about Doris Day? When didn't you know her or something? You seen her sometime?
Yeah, I had a date with her one night. We went out to dinner and dancing.
She
And
good.
I had a date with Natalie Woods once too. Whatever.
Who was a better dancer?
Actually, Doris Day was.
Doris Day was a good
But
dancer.
the owner of the restaurant knew me, and he came over, and I introduced him, and he started hemming and hawing, and I said, I think he's trying to ask you to sing. She said, looked at him point blank and said, I'll sing for our supper, and he had to pick up the whole tab while we were there.
What song she sang?
uh, I don't remember now. That was years ago.
Wait, let me ask you a quick question. No, this looks like it takes really good video. It's really, really good.
Yeah.
And you're in good light too, somewhat. Uh, Let me ask you about the astronauts.
Oh, which one?
Oh, you
I've
on what?
known those. I
You
went to Africa with Neil Armstrong
you did?
on everything. Yeah, I spent 18 days with him
Oh,
one time. We were he was doing a thing on poverty things. And anyway, he was a real neat guy.
how about was your partner and you went and took pictures the day after you got awards at the Hiroshima or something? What was that? What's his name?
Oh, Rosenthal.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were out there when they dedicated that statue in Washington D.C. And I couldn't get any decent shots. There's so many people out there. And we were having breakfast the next morning together, and I said, I didn't get any shots at all. He says, I didn't get many either. So we caught a cab and went out there, just he and I. Shot some.
Wow. And Elvis, you took all those pictures of Elvis?
Oh, yeah, I shot hundreds of pictures of Elvis, yeah.
Where was that?
Well, at the Louisiana Hayride and different places he played in along the way. Off of it. I met Elvis. I was covering somebody else on the hayride, and I had to go from one side of the stage to the other, and I kept stepping over this kid that had a guitar laying down between the curtains. And after stepping over him twice, I stopped and I said, "Who are you?" And he looked up and says, "I'm Elvis Presley, sir." And that's how we first met.
He was sleeping there?
No, he was tuning his guitar.
Laying on the floor?
Yeah, in between the curtains. This is before he really got to be known.
Uh-huh. Who else was there at the hayride?
Oh, good Lord. Johnny Harden, David Houston, oh, heck, a whole bunch of them.
And you went into the space shuttle?
Hmm?
Did you go into a rocket?
No, I covered all the Apollo and Skylab launches. So I'd be in the suit-up room and then up on the gantry when they got in the rocket. And each time we drew a different station.
Who were you working for?
Universal Science News. Well, Jim Godbout, who was photo editor for National Geographic, and I were real good friends. And when he retired, he formed Universal Science News. And when he tried to hire me to go to work for National Geographic, I said, Jim, I can't be gone 2 and 3 months at a time. I got a family. And when he retired, he called me and said, can you be gone 5 or 6 days? And I said, yeah, I can handle that. Well, I just signed a contract with NASA to cover all the Apollos at that time. And so I said, yeah, I can do that. So we had a 5-man still team. But we covered the whole thing. And everything we shot went out, 18-picture package all over the world at the time.
What college did you go to?
Hmm?
Where did you go to school?
I went to Centenary College here, and I was going to law school in LSU, but the Shreveport Journal made me such an offer that I could go to college here and work the evening shift at the paper. And so I said, that sounds like a good idea. And so I went to Centenary. And believe it or not, just when I was getting out of Centenary, the Korean War broke out, and I'd signed the inactive reserve status, so I got called back in the Korean War.
Wow.
And that's how I got involved in movies. When I got out there, the colonel called me and he said, "Jack, you're the only man that's been in real combat with a camera." And I said, "Yeah, I know. I went all the way through Okinawa." He says, "Well, I tell you what." I says, I guess I'm going to career. He says, "Heck no, you're going to Hollywood." And I ended up in Hollywood as technical advisor on movies.
Nice, nice. Didn't you fly somewhere and see Frank Sinatra? Where was that? What happened?
Do what?
Didn't you see Frank Sinatra playing in a club or something?
Oh, I did when we came back from World War II. We were in San Francisco, three of us. We were walking down the street. We decided to go to a movie. We went to the movie, and at the end of the movie, well, we got in the middle of the movie, and at the end, the curtains parted, and this skinny guy comes walking out, and all these people started yelling. And we turned around and said, "Who is that?" And they said, "That's a guy named Frank Sinatra." And so we stayed over and saw his second show.
Take any pictures?
I didn't have a camera with me.
Oh. You still got tons of pictures, huh?
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah. Which ones which one's the most famous?
Oh, I don't know. One I get paid most for, I guess.
That's the most famous one.
Most of the Elvis.
Elvis,
Stuff,
yeah.
yeah.
Wow.